Yeah.
The task with the first record was kind of like, can we record something, anything?
Right.
And the task with the second record has been, well, can we, yeah, we're just getting different sounds. Like when we first started, I owned an acoustic guitar. That was it. Like I didn't have an amp, and then I got an electric, and I plugged straight into like the amp that I bought. And Jason, you had like no pedals, and now
you guys looked at me like I was a chicken with my head cut off when I walked into the first rehearsal with stomp boxes.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Isn't this
Why
what
do
they
you have
call?
these?
This is what they call mission creep. Right?
Yeah.
You're just like,
Yeah.
I need another.
So we've acquired more stuff. I guess that's the
Need
big
a lower
difference.
frequency fuzz pedal.
Yeah, exactly. So different sounds, and the songs are closer. They're closer to the stuff that I listened to. Whereas in the first record, there's a number of songs that aren't actually like written like music that I listen to. And this is closer to the stuff that I listen to.
But who would you add as a fifth? Like maybe musically, you're missing an instrument, but like who?
Do they have to be living?
No, not at all.
Oh yeah,
What
they have to
musician
be living.
fits
You
the
can't. They have to be living.
They'll participate more if they are.
I have my answer.
Oh really? Oh man, I'm
Thelonious
paralyzed. I can't like
No.
order at a restaurant. This is like
You guys take me a new direction.
Clearly, Brian Eno.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a
pretty
good one.
good call.
Right?
Yeah,
Brian
that's a good
Eno
one.
would add a lot to our.
I'm gonna go with Brian Eno too. That's a really good one.
And you wouldn't have to fire anyone. You could just get him to be your mentor.
Yeah, totally.
Well,
That's a great answer.
Jason would be mad, right? Hey, I don't do this for nothing.
That's true. Who would you? What about you guys?
Maybe Rick Wakeman.
Rick. This particular configuration of the band, I played with some friends in Chicago, like in their living room. We weren't publicly performing band, and two of them came up with it because we thought it was, well, they liked it as a name. I still like it as a name. So, and I brought it to Northfield, and when we started with a slightly different configuration, we were trying to come up with a band name. And we couldn't, and I spoke to my friends in Chicago and said, can we use the Counterfactuals? And they said no. And then a week later, after we thought about it some more, I'm going to come up with a band name. I wrote them and said, we're using the Counterfactuals.
It'd be fun to play Spring Concert because the sound is so good.
Yeah.
So, the last time we played there, it was just astounding how fun it was to
Yeah.
be on a stage with like massive towers and feel like you're playing at a huge amphitheater. And
Yeah.
so we have a lot of sound now.
Yeah,
and
we
so,
do.
They'll be able to hear us in Cannon Falls, there's no question. I mean, it's going to
Yeah.
be, it's going to be big.
I guess
Yeah.
there's still, partly because of the way you've written music, there's kind of, I guess our live show would be defined by a good mix of different kinds of sounds. We still got some old, vaguely countryish tunes, and like
Yeah, we might play
indie
some of those.
freakouts, and then there's a couple things I've been doing on woodwinds
Yeah.
with Dan, some softer, slow tunes. So.